Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Do you know your Filipina's love language? Do you know your own love language? I think it's important to talk about that today here on Love Beyond the Sea. And this should become clearer after you get married to her, when you really start to know her better. And you won't need to learn, Bisaya or Tagalog, but each of you has a natural love language. And your spouse may have a different one. She may know a few words, so to speak, but she won't be as fluent in that love language as you are, because it's not really hers. And it's also, I think, natural to try to meet her needs in the way that you want your own needs met. And all 5 of these categories are good, but she will find one that resonates with her. And it's important to know what her love language is, so that you aren't trying to do things for her that really doesn't do anything for her. And but there will be a way or two above other ways that she needs, and you'll need to know what that is. For example, words of affirmation. And this happens to be probably my strongest one, or strongest need when it comes to a love language. Using words to build up someone, appreciation. And it was before marriage for me, and it hasn't changed, since being married. For instance, at work, you might not hear much from the supervisor all year, but as long as I felt he was pleased with my performance and could say something good at the end of the year, it was all worth it. That's what I wanted. Didn't want awards, trophies, gift certificates. Those are nice, but that's, wasn't what I was looking for. And I told my wife I need her to appreciate the things I do for her and how I treat her. Why? Because I want to hear it back. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. I was just tacitly letting her know that I wanted her to tell me that I'm good for her and that she appreciated me. I needed to hear that. So by now, I think she understands how important that is as a love language for me. And since it is a strong one for me, I can't quite understand why it wouldn't be for my wife or anyone else. And I tell my wife, how much she means to me and what I appreciate about her, maybe because I just naturally want to hear that back. I don't do it in order to hear those kind words. I really like saying them, and I like to hear them as well. So if this is your Filipina's primary love language, how do you learn it? Well, just give her compliments on anything, no matter how big or small. You just need to be sure you're sincere, but give her lots of compliments that you're noticing her in many ways that you appreciate about her. Now, there's also love language of gifts. This one was not so important to me. And then it is kind of for my wife, though. I thought, oh boy. I had in mind by gifts, big, expensive things. But that's not really what she wants. She works full time, and she'd rather help her family than do things for herself. She is definitely a gift giver, and I might prefer to do public speaking more than looking for some kind of little trinket, for my wife, because it's like, how do you pick anything, and will she like it, and so on. And because it's not all that important to me. But if she wants to give me something, I need to be very appreciative of that, if that is, her particular love language. Then there's also acts of service, doing something for your spouse that they would like, cooking, washing dishes, vacuuming floors, etc. Thinking about her, and could be helping bring the groceries in when she comes in, and help wash and dry the dishes, bringing the groceries, all that stuff, even breakfast in bed. My wife likes that. So all in all, my wife isn't unreasonable with what she needs from me. And by virtue of me, a foreigner marrying a Filipina, I understand she'll need me to be supportive of her needs of the family. And we both help there a lot. That's important to her. Another one real quick is quality time. Quality time might be her love language. So undivided attention, walking together, sitting on the couch. And if this is her primary language, then, you want to make sure you don't spend too much time by yourself, because she's going to want, maybe more than other women, of you for herself. Then there's physical touch, holding hands, hugging, kissing, intercourse, all of those things are expressions of love in marriage. And I was alone for a very, very long time. So, being married has just been a very satisfying thing. The physical touch has always been important before and after marriage for me. So, just holding her is important. She'd probably tell you there's nothing better for me than to be close to her. And I do it for her. I hope she likes me, being close to her. But it benefits me as well. And it's just a way of physically also being closer to my love beyond the sea.